This is Late Night Health. This is the radio show that cares about the most important part of your life, your health. Hi, I'm Mark Alyn. During the next 2 hours, we have so many topics that reach each and every one of us. It touches our lives, and we're going to be talking about everything from inspiration to mastering your mean girl, okay? And we'll find out what that is. You remember the mean girls in high school? Those were the girls that
I remember the girl fights.
The girl fights?
Yeah.
No, I remember the girls who you wanted to ask out, and you'd ask them out, and they'd go, yeah, right.
The girl fights, I remember the ones you wanted to lose.
Yeah, there was no losing in those. We've got lots happening, and our good friend, the herbal pharmacist, will be joining us as well here on Late Night Health, Dave Foreman, in the next half hour. Right now, we go to Beverly Hills, California, as we speak with the author of Dream, Marcia Wieder, Clarify and Create What You Want. Marcia, welcome to Late Night Health. How does having a goal, having a dream that you want to pursue, help keep you mentally and even physically healthy?
Well, what a perfect place to start, and thanks for having me on with you today. It's been medically proven that people with passion and dreams actually live a longer, healthier life. Dr. Mehmet Oz told me about a term called apoptosis, which basically says that when your brain believes you have outgrown your usefulness, which we see often when people retire, get laid off, experience an empty nest, or when you stop dreaming, the brain sends a message to the body that it's no longer needed, and people start to mentally and physically self-destruct.
And they die.
We've got to have a reason to get out of bed in the morning, and our dreams, not like our fantasies or winning the lottery, but what really matters to us, inspires us to live.
How does having that passion work? I mean, I know loads of people that don't have a passion. They don't have a direction in life, and they seem to me to be sad.
Yeah, I see that as well. I often have to prescribe to people to go on a passion quest, to take a period of time, a day, a weekend, even a month. You don't have to put the rest of your life on hold, but to start to become curious again, if you will. What are your dreams now? The dreams that we have in our 30s and 40s are different and should be than the ones that we have in our 50s and 60s and beyond. So to start to say, well, who am I and what matters to me? And also to become discerning, to start to clear away the junk and the clutter from all the years that you've said yes when what you really wanted to say was no thank you or no more. Because as we say no more to what's no longer true, and we start to really follow our heart and what brings us joy and fulfillment and even meaning, the whole quality of our life can shift.
Does it start at that cellular level, though?
I don't know. I think for some people it really is a cellular, like, how do you turn yourself on kind of thing.
Exactly.
For some people it's pretty cerebral. They'll be intellectual and they'll think about it. Some people will feel into it. So I guess it depends on how you are wired. But the truth of it is most of us are so mired in reality and so busy living from our clocks and calendars, reacting and responding to life, that we don't even know what our dreams are, much less how to accomplish them.
Well, how do you find your dream? I mean,
I have a great answer for that.
Well, how do you buy your book, Dream? That's
No. My answer was going to be, it might be surprising, but it's a reminder that where dreams come from is you make them up. Some of them are based on need, like putting food on the table and getting your kids into a good school. Some of them are based on desire, like maybe your dream to travel the world or to write your own best-selling book. And the dreams that come from your purpose, kind of the core and foundation of who you are usually the most profound. So standing in your purpose, kind of who you are and what's your life about, the quality of your dreams and the quality of your life often changes. And I'll add this. Sometimes I see people climb to the top of the mountain, achieve great success, and all that goes with that, only to discover that it's the wrong mountain. So this ability to look for and create or make up dreams that resonate with your heart, that are important to you in every area of life, personal, professional, but also relationship, health, community, family. That's what living a dream come true life is really about.
We hear the term, what is your purpose, or find your purpose all the time. It's in things like The Secret. It's in other self-help kinds of books. Even psychologists are now saying, what is your purpose? Finding a purpose for somebody, to me, has got to be very difficult.
You know,
am I wrong?
Since I've been writing and speaking about dreams, and I've had my own company, dreamuniversity.com, for 3 decades, I will tell you, I was one of the first people to start speaking about and writing about purpose. And then Rick Warren came out with The Purpose-Driven Life, and It became very vogue, and it's all over the place. And a lot of people don't even have the distinction between a purpose and a dream. So for me, purpose answers the question, who am I? Who am I based on the life that I have and the challenges that I've lived through and the wonderful celebrations that I've had and the losses that I've experienced? At a core level, who am I? Like, what is mine to do? The who am I is the purpose, and what I do with it are the dreams. So usually purpose is something very simple. And you're right, people treat it like it's the Holy Grail and like it's a needle in a haystack. So I believe your purpose is already inside of you. In my new book, Dream, Clarify and Create What You Want, I offer 5 different ways to discover your purpose. And here's one simple one that people can start with. Think of 3 times in your life that you felt very passionate, alive, engaged with life. Write them down and look for a common thread. What was it that you were passionate about in all 3 things?
That means I should have 15 kids.
But there was something about having the children, right? So some people would say, my kids. Well, were you passionate about having them, raising them, or getting them out of the house?
All of the above. Our guest is Marcia Wieder. She's the author of Dream, Clarify and Create What You Want. She's got dreamuniversity.com. Am I correct in that?
That's correct.
Dreamuniversity.com. If you go to latenighthealth.com, you will see exactly what a dream Marcia looks like. We'll have her picture on the website and her bio, and there'll be a link to her website as well as upcoming events that she has going on in Southern California, and we'll find some other areas as well. We're talking now about dreams. I mentioned the other day to somebody, I don't dream. Okay.
Well, these are not sleepy time dreams. We're not talking about that at all.
I understand, but aren't they related?
Well, in some, I could personally say, gee, sometimes I get an image or a symbol in my nocturnal dream that might be informing me about something that's going on in my life, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm making a distinction between a dream and a fantasy. Like in winning the lottery, there's nothing we can do to make it happen, but in the dream method that I talk about, I break it down into, in school you learn the ABCs, in this book we teach you the CBAs. Get clear about your dream. For many people, that's the hardest step. Believe in your dream, which comes down to a choice and not being hijacked by your doubts and fears. And then A, take action. Prove that you're more committed to your dream than to any doubts, fears, or reality by doing something about it. So if we just keep talking about the dream, it remains a fantasy. But I'll throw this other piece in, Mark. My experience in traveling around the world and teaching this forever is that one of the biggest problems is not, believe it or not, that people don't go to strategy, but rather we go to strategy too quickly. And we compromise our dreams down to what we realistically think is possible or based on how much money we have in our checking account. And what this book is designed to do, and my whole life's work, is to help people believe in themselves, trust themselves, take action on what's important to them in improving their own life and basically making the world a better place.
Well, some people dream about, have a passion about being wealthy. But wealth can mean money, but it can also mean friendship or health. You can be wealthy and healthy, right?
I love that you brought that up. So once a year I host a conference called the Wealthy Visionary Conference. And people used to say to me, well, I'm not wealthy and I'm not a visionary. And I'm like, well, if you have a dream, you're wanting to reach more people, have greater impact, and you'd like to learn how to monetize your dreams, wealthyvisionary.com is a good place for you. However, what you just said, I want to punctuate, it's not just about monetary wealth. Are you generous? Do you have gratitude and appreciation? Are you able to give and share what's valuable and what's important to you? All of these. And finally, meaning. Meaning is the true measure, I believe, of wealth. So living a meaningful life means that we have to have dreams that include a sense of connection, a sense of belonging, and a sense of contribution.
And maybe a sense of influence as well?
I say for a lot of people, that's why, the ability to impact, whether it's your own children, your own community, or the world, for many people, it's quite important.
Well, we are impacting people with our guest, Marcia Wieder, the author of Dream, Clarify and Create What You Want, here on Late Night Health. Join us at latenighthealth.com. Click on the iTunes button. You'll be able to listen to all of our archived resources there. And, of course, send us an email or a tweet, because we're on all of those social medias. All right, Marcia and I continue here on Late Night Health. Don't go away as we move on.
You're listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. The show continues in a moment.